Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, I am entrusted to give a short presentation on proposed research plan or research proposal for BS students of chemistry. So the outline are given like introduction. We will discuss about introduction, how to make a research plan, and what is the composition or structure of the research plan. So first of all, introduction. So what is research proposal? Research proposal is actually the written document presenting by a researcher to communicate about a research problem, its significance, and propose procedure for their solution. So in this document, the researcher want to communicate what is the research problem, what kind of research problem the researcher want to address, and what is the significance of the research, and what kind of research solution for this problem with research. So these three things will be discussed in a research proposal. Now, how we will make a research plan. So we'll start from this stepwise way. So the first one is area of interest, which is very, very important. So the researcher should have idea about the area in which he is interested to do the research. And then in order to find out the gap in the research, what kind of gap is present in this area of research, he or she will thoroughly review the literature. Okay, so for example, the researcher want to review the literature for the last 10 years. So he will start, for example, from 2010 to 2020. And he will thoroughly review the literature in order to find out the gap in the research. So the gap in the research is very important. And it is a very difficult task for the researcher, how to find out the gap in the research. And if a researcher is if it is possible for researcher to find out the gap in the research, then he will then design a research questions. Okay, and he will use the purpose of statement of the research proposal, and then he will be able to find to write an introduction. So what will be in the introduction? In introduction, the researcher will explain about the background of the research, then the significance of the research problem, and the possible solution for the research problem. And then on the basis of this, he or she will design the research, he or she will design his research or her research. And then he will time frame and the cost of the research, and then in the last, the references. Okay, so the structure of the research plan or the composition of the research plan, how we will write a research proposal. So first of all, we have to write a research title. So the research title should be very short, comprehensive, and very concise. And there should be no abbreviation in the research title. For example, SDS. So SDS stands for sodium dodecyl sulfate. So there should be no such kind of abbreviation in the research title. The research title should be very short, comprehensive, and concise. And everyone, either his relation is with chemistry or not, he or she should understand about your research from your research title. Then the introduction, and in the introduction, the background of the research will be first discussed, and then what kind of the gap is present in the research, and then what kind of solution the researcher have for this research problem, and then what are the aims and objectives, and then the designing of the research. So how we will design the research. So in the design of the research, we have three important things. One is the material. For example, what kind of material you will be used in your research, what kind of methods, ways, the characterization techniques, the instruments you will be used in your research, and then how much time your research will take, and what will be the possible cost of your research. So for example, in the BS system, we know that The research is mostly for the 1 semester, and in some places for 2 semesters. So semester is hardly 4 to 5 months. So how we will manage your research in the 4 to 5 months? And then what will be the possible cost? If your research is very costly, then it will be not worth the research proposal. Okay, so you just estimate the cost of your research, how much costly will be your research, and then in the last the references. So we will be explain it how we will do the references in our research proposal. So this is all about the composition, and now we will discuss about the how to format a research proposal. So, for example, this is the topics, the research title, the introduction, and then the background of the research gap, the possible solution to the research problem, the ends and objective, and then the research design, material, methods, and the time frame, cost, and in the last, the references. So the formatting is also very important because every university or college have their different formats. For example, if someone says that your introduction should be 14, the font size is 14, the theme fonts should be the Time New Roman, and then it should be bold. So this is the formatting, and you should do the formatting according to the sample or format which given by the university or college. Okay, the most important one is the references, how we will do the references. So for this purpose, we will use the endnote. Okay, so how we will do the references? For this purpose, we will first open the Google Scholar in the Google. Okay, so you will first of all open the Google, then you will go to the Google Scholar. So this is already here. So when you open the Google Scholar, then you will give some kind of topic. For example, I will give the drug delivery system. Okay, so I have a large number of articles, and you just also limit your article to either to 2021, 2020, or any kind of year you want. For example, I limit it to 2021. So these article will be only for 2021. Now I want to cite this article. So for this purpose, I will click this symbol. Okay, this is the double arrow. Maybe you can say it. So I will cite. And then there are different formats: MLA, APA, Chicago, Harvard, Vancouver. You can use any kind of format, and you can also change this format in the EndNote as well. And then you will select the EndNote, and it will be downloaded. Okay. So now this is the EndNote, and you will then open it in the EndNote. Okay, so the article is this one, and then you will further open for detail. For example, there is a author Jiang. So you will go to the word, and then you will go to the EndNote, and then we'll go to the insert. So for there, before going here, you will just select the place where you want to reference. Okay, for example, I want to give the reference here. So you will go to the EndNote, and then you will insert, and then you will put the name of one of the author. For example, this one was Jiang, and then you will select. Okay, but there is different things appear. Now you will go to the detail. So for that purpose, you will go here. You will see the year. The year is 2021. And what is the title? Molecular targeted treatment and drug delivery system. Molecular targeted treatment and drug delivery system for the gastric cancer. Okay, and then you will go to the detail. So the pages is 1 to 14. So you will see here either it is 1 to 14. Yes, okay. There is no volume and issue. So you will go, and then you will select this one. Okay. So now you will see here, we have the reference here, and the reference detail is given now in this place. So this is one kind of format, and you can change it to any kind of format. For example, you want to change it to the numbered. So it will go to this is the number. So now it is now 1. Now, if you want to give another reference, so you will go to the Google Scholar, and you will, for example, I want to cite this one, so you will go to here, and now the APA, and then the EndNote, and you see it will be downloading, and then it will be open in the EndNote. Okay, you see it is given like here. So this is the detail. So you will now select any kind of, for example, you can also select from here. For example, you will copy it, and then you will go to the insert citation, and now you will see what kind of, okay, so now you will paste here, and you will find. So this is the one which you want to cite. So you will go to the detail of it. For example, you will check the year, you will check the volume, you will check the pages. So first of all, you have to satisfy yourself, and then you will insert, and you will then cite. So the citation will be now in the last of your references. Okay, so this is the way. You can also change the order of your references, and you can also change the format of your references. What kind of format you want to give to your reference, you can easily give on the basis of the EndNote. And EndNote is very easily available software. So this is a simple way of referencing, formatting, and starting a research in the BS on the BS level. And if you have any question, then you can ask, and we can discuss. Thanks.